Yes, Rascal and Disco beer review with me, Disco, coming at you with another beer video from in front of the cans and bottles here on a bowl I'm still happily calling the Disco Arms. This video comes as the next in an almost accidental series, appropriately enough in September on the run up to Oktoberfest, where on the previous video in the series I looked at adjuncted Hefeweizens being added from Evil Genius in America, a pineapple Hefeweizen, which came hot on the heels the previous week, up at my local brewery in Perivale, where they came out with a cucumber Hefeweizen, both of which, somewhat surprisingly perhaps, I really enjoyed. So when I saw this beer from Elusive Brewing, Happy Land, a 4.8% cherry wheat beer, and because I enjoy adjuncts and specifically fruit adjuncts, and very specifically cherry, in a wheat beer, which I do enjoy as well, thought I had to get it in. So not quite billed as a Hefeweizen, but I'm sure, fairly certain, shares many of the same characteristics, which I'm really keen to find out about. So let's get in the glass and have a look. Elusive Brewing have been a little bit elusive to me so far. This is the first order I've got from them out of their very decent web shop in Berkshire. Oh, hello. I don't know why that's a surprise to me, but obviously wheat beer you normally expect to be pale yellow in colour, but that obviously with the cherry adjuncts is very, very red indeed, quite sparkly out of the can and looking mighty fine indeed. I say it's not actually a Hefeweizen, but I had a little look on their website, which looks a little bit like this for the write-up for this beer. Much better close-up of the can and the can up there. I don't know who that little sausage dog is, but there's some, I don't know if he's chasing the cherries there by the looks of it. Anyway, the write-up for this beer says this fabulously fruity wheat beer is bright, certainly is, juicy and full of fresh cherry flavours with soft notes of bananas and clove from a classic wheat beer yeast. Sour cherry puree adds subtle tartness and a glorious red colour. Summer in a can. Well, it certainly is a great red colour. The head on that's dissipated very quickly. It's a lot of carbonation on that coming out of the can. Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely a very fruity note on the aroma. Cherry's the first thing you can get out of that. There's a kind of wheaty, slightly maybe pastry kind of note to it. Maybe a little bit like a, a pastry tart. Smells good, looks good. Let's check out the cherries on the taste. Cheers. Okay. As much as I like cherries in beer, I always say it's very easily done. It always has to be tart or sour cherries. I'm always looking for a much sweeter, like I say, more pastry kind of fruit flavour. So when it's tart, I'm not disappointed as such. I just would prefer it to be sweeter. Doesn't obviously make it a bad beer, that's just my personal taste. But there is tart cherry flavour in there. That banana esters on the yeast coming through as well, which gives it a nice balance. I suppose that's where the sweetness is from the wheat and the yeast. It's got that kind of Hefeweizen mouthfeel. With all that amount of carbonation, it looked like it was going to be a little bit thinner, more like sort of cherryade almost. I was wrong in that assumption. There is still a kind of almondy kind of pastry note going on in the background as well for me. I do like that banana-y taste you get with wheat beers, and that's definitely there in the background, bouncing off the cherry. It is very drinkable. It's got that kind of heavy kind of mouthfeel that Hefeweizen has, like a wheat beer has. But it's still quite refreshing. Definitely some summer fruit notes going on. That's not going to last long in the glass. I got it straight out the fridge. It's not a particularly warm day today, but it's a very, very nice beer. I don't score beers, but if I was scoring beers on a personal note, I'd probably knock a little bit off of that sour cherry, although that's a very common thing to do with a sour and tartness. I'd prefer it much sweeter, but it's a very nicely done beer, very nicely made. Tastes pretty good. Generally very impressed with Elusive Beer. They do know the way around brewing. Come out with some good beers. I'm afraid to do something a little bit untraditional. Let me know, what do you think about fruited or adjuncted Hefeweizens, or fruit beer in general? I'm personally quite like them, so not much more to say about it, really. Really nice wheat beer, really nice fruit additions. Gonna sit back and enjoy and watch some other beer videos. If you like more beer videos and this link works out properly upon the upload, because YouTube algorithm does like keeping you on the platform, so click on this box here to see the unboxing video for this beer, and click around about here in this box to see another beer video from me, the previous fruited Hefeweizen, the pineapple Hefeweizen from Evil Genius in America. And that'll be the end of this video. Until the next time, enjoy the beers. I've been Disco, Rasco and Disco Beer Review. Cheers.